Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is part 5 of the woman that found out her military husband was cheating on her. In fact, he cheated on her over and over and over again. To the point that he was the one that requested for divorce. You heard it right. So you need to catch up on the other episodes. So before you continue on this, so let's start.
Story time on how I found out that my ex-husband was cheating on me with his coworker for 9 months. If you want to see parts 1, 2, 3, and 4, just scroll back 4 videos. So yesterday we left off where you guys know he got out of the military. He landed a high paying contracting job. He has a top security clearance, which is like the highest clearance you can get in the United States. And I need you to remember that because this is going to come up later in a child support debacle that we had. So he asked me for a divorce after he landed a really high paying job. By this time I had already graduated college. I had my bachelor's degree. I landed a decent paying career. And the reason why he asked me for a divorce is because he was infatuated with a girl that lived 8 hours away. She was a nurse in El Paso. When he asked me for the divorce, he didn't tell me that there was somebody else. Obviously, you already know this guy never admits to anything. I actually found out about her later as we were going through the divorce. And as you guys know, when he asked me for a divorce, I didn't crash out. I didn't fight. I just said, okay. Remember this day like it was yesterday. I got home from work after working a 10-hour shift, so I was exhausted and hungry. He wanted to have the divorce conversation right then and there, so he sat me down on the couch. We discussed the entire divorce. We decided we were gonna have a peaceful, uncontested divorce. There was really nothing to fight for. And I was not trying to be petty. I was not trying to take anything from him. I wasn't asking for anything. In that moment, I understood something. When somebody don't want you, it is not your job to convince them to stay with you, baby. I was never gonna sit there and beg him to stay with me. I did tell him like, hey, we do have 3 kids. Like, you should really think about the impact that this is gonna have on the children. We had a 9-month-old baby, a almost 2-year-old, and a 5-year-old. I was kind of like, are you sure? And this man was like, yes, I'm ready to start my new life over. He said, I want my freedom. And I remember saying literally with this same demeanor, okay, I'll give you your freedom, but just remember, once you walk out that door, there's no coming back. Once you walk out that door, there will never be an opportunity again in this lifetime that you're going to be able to get your family back. So please make sure that if this is the decision you're making right now, make sure you stick beside it for the rest of your life. The reason why I said this to him is because he's the type of man that will do something or make a decision and then come back and say, I'm so sorry. No, please take me back. I changed my mind. I don't want to spoil what's coming, but he did try to come back. So we had the divorce conversation. He actually went and filed for divorce that same week. He was very proactive. Like I said in the previous video, it was very peaceful. I agreed to everything. It was a very short.
This further proves that men genuinely know what they want, and when a man wants something, he goes for it. So that also should tell you that when you are in doubt whether a man wants you or not, just know he does not want you. Because when a man wants you, there will be every indication to point towards it. You will not even be in doubt at all. You see the way he was so proactive to go and file for a divorce.
Quick and straight to the point divorce. And as you know, he was choosing to move 8 hours away to go be with the love of his life. I'm not gonna lie to you, that did hurt me a little bit, but I was in a different headspace. I was just thinking like, who am I to stop you from finding your happiness? If that's what you want to pursue, go. And then also, why do I look like begging a man to choose me or stay with me? By this time, I was not the same 20-year-old girl from years ago that felt stuck. You remember at the beginning of the story how I was not her anymore. I felt like in that marriage, I was completely broken. And then I slowly rebuilt myself. I was also in a stage in my life where I was very focused on my career, focused on the kids. I was also focused on myself. I was heavy in the gym. I was going to the gym twice a day. I was pouring so much into myself, and I literally became the best version of myself. As soon as that man left that house, it felt like my life took a shift for the better. I don't know how to explain it, but everything in my life got better. My finances got better. My peace of mind, my mental health. I had such a cute little routine with my kids. And yes, being a single mom was hard, but my career allowed me to have the flexibility to work from home whenever I wanted. My days would look like this. I would wake up, take my 2 youngest to daycare, my oldest to school, then I will start working. sometimes from home, sometimes from the office. Then my oldest son will go to after school care. And then after I was done with work, which was usually around 5, I would go pick up my kids, come home, make dinner, and have my little evening routine. My house felt peaceful, quiet. I didn't have no man stressing me out, baby. I didn't have no man cheating on me. I was a single mom, but I was a happy single mom. And I think the reason why I was so happy is because number one, I had financial stability through my career. So I felt like I didn't need anyone's help or contribution. And this is very important because after he got with that girl, he decided he wasn't going to pay any child support. I asked them like, hey, are you going to make the child support payment? Like, you know, I'm paying for daycare and all these things. And we literally have a baby. And this man literally said, no, I'm not paying you shit. Mind you, I had not said nothing to him. I had not done nothing to him. I didn't ask for nothing in the divorce. I didn't. So to me, getting that reaction.
See, I don't know why she's surprised because the man was literally using you like a doormat. He felt that he could do anything to you, do anything and get away with it, and you wouldn't say anything. So that was why he was saying, let's not, let the divorce just be amicable because he knows that he was never going to keep up to it and he will not be able to do anything. He will not do anything. He knew the kind of person he is. He just wanted to, guys,
After we had mutually agreed to a child support that he set. Remember, in the state of Texas, it would have been 30%. I lowered the child support to 15%. I cut it in half for him as a courtesy because I felt like I didn't need 30% of his income. I thought, I was like, no, I don't need all that money. And I know some of you are going to be like, girl, you should have taken the money. I was trying to be agreeable. I didn't want any beef with him. I was just trying to kind of like make the co-parenting situation run smooth. So I felt like by giving him what he wanted, I thought that will make him comply since it was his request. Oh, listen, he didn't even want to pay the reduced amount. And this man was making 6 figures. He was making a lot more money than me. Like he knew how much I was making. He said, yeah, I'm not paying you nothing. You figure it out. And you already know how I am. One thing I'm not going to do is beg a man for I was like, okay, you don't want to pay anything? Then don't pay anything. Let the debt rack up. I remember texting him, I will never again ask you to support your children because you know what your responsibility is. Have a nice day. So then after that, I never brought up the child support conversation again. The only reasons why I would text him was to ask him if he wanted to talk to the kids because he stopped asking about the kids. Like he stopped calling, he stopped texting. Mind you, I was not the bitter baby mama. I was not texting them and I wasn't asking him nothing. But once a week, I will reach out and say, hey, do you want to video call the kids? They really miss you. They want to see you once a week. And this man will literally be like, no, I don't have time. So then I was like, okay, I'll reach out next week. Because I had my son asking me, where's daddy? Where's daddy? I miss daddy. I would literally sit there and tell my son, your daddy's in the military. He's deployed. That's why he can't see you. He can't call you right now because he's overseas. Remember how your daddy, he's like in the military, he's in the army, and sometimes he gets deployed. Over there, they don't have phones, like they're just working. So that's why he's not calling. So my son, my oldest son, was under the belief that his dad was in the army, deployed overseas. I literally had to lie to him because I was never going to tell my son, your dad don't want to talk to you. There's also something else I never did. I never talked badly about their father to them. Never have, never will. Because no matter what he does, these kids love their father. That's the way it's supposed to be. I found myself constantly having to lie and cover for him and make up stories about why dad doesn't see you or call you. I was seeing my son cry. I was seeing my son need contact with his father. You want to know the one thing that got to me? It was that. Eventually, he told me to stop contacting him, to stop bothering him. And I responded with, I only contact you to ask you if you want to have contact with the kids. And he said, just stop texting me. Don't ask me anything anymore. And I said, okay. There was no big paragraph. There was no crash out. There was no, how will you do this to the, no. Okay. And then I follow that up with, hey, if you ever want to see your kids, you can see them anytime. If you ever want to talk to them, the line of communication will always be open on my end. Have a nice day. He completely disappeared from their lives for the next 9 months, both physically and financially. And I just kind of kept lying to my son and telling him that his dad was still deployed. Eventually, the kids stopped asking. Let's go into part 6 because this is where he tries to come back. This is where he wants his family back.
Guys, this woman sharing her story is just bringing up memories for me because I know what it feels like to grow up having an absent father. Like literally like this kind of situation that you have to beg your father to. So as she was just saying, I was just saying how I wish he didn't have to bring two more children into the world to just suffer this, because she already knew who he was in the first instance. But yeah, she was young, and because of the kind of person she is, she was expecting the man to do better. She kept giving him the long rope, thinking that he will get better, he will get better, not knowing that the man just pure evil. There are just people like that. He didn't even think about the children, the impact of what his actions would have on the children. He was just so selfish, all about himself. Just me, myself, and I. I don't like it when people have such mindsets. Like I really don't like it. Oh, okay. We have two more parts of this story to go. So let's see how it turns out. So before you click off, let me show you my outfit of the day. So I'm wearing what I call Aduni Ashoke jacket. So Ashoke is a Yoruba term in my country, Nigeria. No, it's hand woven. So this is hand woven. Everything about this fabric is hand woven. It takes days to make. Hand woven. Hand woven. So this, I'm sure you guys have seen a clip I'm showing. It is available on my website. I have several other outfits on my website as well. Just encourage this growing business of mine. Everything is done in my country, Nigeria. So I ship to the US, I ship to UK, I ship to Germany, I ship to Canada. Anywhere that my country people can get to, just know that I can ship to you. Yes. So please follow the link in the description if you want to buy. I have several other outfits there. They're hand woven. Not all of them are not hand woven, but they're handmade. There are some, adire batik, also handmade, lovely, lovely. Just trust me, you're gonna love everything you get. This was done with so much care, with so much love. My mom was telling me that this kind of outfit you wear and hand over to your next of kin. That's how lasting this is, because it's hand woven with so much 100% cotton. You will love it. This, for the women, the size is different, even the length. Then for the men it's different. It's actually unisex. Yes, a guy can wear it and a woman can wear it. That's my favorite thing about it. I love this dress so much, and I can't stop talking about it. But of course, there are other stuff you also see on my channel that you get to love. Follow the link in the description. And the production takes 4 weeks, but other items it takes 14 days. So yeah, it depends on the outfit you're going for. But just know that you are going to be getting what you love. Thank you for appreciating this work of mine. See you.